happy to be with you. I have a special guest. My daughter Sophia is here to help us remember and celebrate everything that Jesus has done and who he is. Can you say hi? Hi! All right, friends, we have a special box of surprises to help us remember, so let's get started. Oh, first we have a crown. Do you remember when Miss Abby told us about how Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey? They waved their palm branches and celebrated him because they thought he was going to be their king there in Jerusalem on earth. But he wasn't. Jesus is our king, but it wasn't back then. It's now. Thank you, Sophia. What's next? Oh, this is my very favorite. Friends, do you remember that every single story in the Bible points to Jesus! From the very beginning of creation and Adam and Eve to Noah and Moses and King David, everything points us back to God's big plan to save us from our sins. And it doesn't just stop there. He wants us to be a part of his big story too. All right, what's next? Oh, it's a baby doll and it says,
"Look at my ear."
Huh. Oh, an ear is what you listen with. Do you remember Jesus went into the desert and he listened to God? He wanted to hear what God's big plans were, and God did have big plans for Jesus to do. So thank you. What's next? Oh, a net and a fish. Do you remember we met Peter? And Jesus called Peter and a bunch of his friends who were fishermen to be his disciples. That is someone who follows Jesus. And remember, he calls you to be his disciple too. All right, thank you, Sophia. There we go. All right, what's next? Oh, a boat. This one was a little scary. Jesus was with his disciples on a boat and he was asleep because he was so tired. And there was a really big storm, and the disciples were so afraid. They said, "Jesus, wake up, we're going to drown." And Jesus just stood up and he said, "Peace, be still." And the storm stopped because Jesus is God, and he has power over all creation. Okay, so what is next? Oh, a piece of bread. This reminds me of when people had come to follow Jesus and they were there a long time and they were so hungry. They didn't have any food, but the disciples had 2 fish and 5 little pieces of bread. Jesus blessed it and then he broke it and there was enough for everyone to eat. Jesus provided food for them and Jesus is our provider too. All right, thank you, Sophia. And what's last inside there? Mud. Oh, I remember. There was a man who was blind. That means he couldn't see at all. And he asked Jesus to heal him, and Jesus spit into some dirt and made it into mud, and he rubbed it on his eyes. And when the man washed it off, he could see. Jesus is powerful. He can heal anyone. All right, friends, that is it. We have remembered and we've celebrated everything, and now we have a game. So go ahead and ask your mom or dad to help you read the questions and answer, and try to answer the questions as quickly as you can because you get more points the faster you answer. All right, friends, have fun. I hope you enjoy it. And the 3 kids that have the top highest scores will get a special prize delivered to their house from me. All right, friends.
Possibly me.
Enjoy, have fun, and I'll see you later.